Now, as we go through the presentation tonight, I asked a friend of mine to come, what I'll call a special guest, and I asked him to sit up in the front row because this tip is inspired by my friend, Bill Kennedy. So I wanted to share this tip of the week, and every single week we share a different tip in order to help you grow in your business. And my friend Bill actually gave me this book. It's called Effortless. It's written by Greg McKeon. He also wrote the book, I think it's Essentialism. I think if I've got that right. And there's a little story in here that I'd love to share with you guys and kind of share with you how it applies to real estate. Would you guys be open to me doing a little story time as part of the real estate meeting tonight? Is that okay, everybody? Okay, all right, wonderful. So part of this book just talks about how you can be successful as an individual, as a business owner. So I'm going to translate it in terms of how you can use it to be successful for you guys as real estate investors as well. And I'm going to start by sharing with you this story about the run-up to the 1968 Summer Olympics, where most people assumed that the high jumper Dick Fosbury would place dead last. He was, after all, a gangly 21-year-old civil engineering student with mismatched running shoes and a questionable athletic ability. The media called him the two-legged camel and described his jumps as airborne seizures. He was dismissed as a curiosity. He was using the standard approach that everyone was using during that time. So the standard approach to doing the high jump looked kind of like this, right? So kind of jumping up and over. And he wasn't doing very well at it. In fact, someone bet him that he couldn't jump over a stuffed leather chair. He lost the bet and broke his hand in the crash landing. His coaches urged him to try harder, but with more practice, using the same method, without seeing any results, he grew more and more frustrated. Critics were not impressed with him, even though he continued. He created a different style of jumping, and it's called the Fosbury flop. And this is what it looks like, this lower part here. Critics were not impressed. One newspaper captioned Fosbury's photograph by saying, "The world's laziest high jumper." Another headline declared, "Fosbury flops over the bar." And all the while, Fosbury sharpened his techniques. His new J-shaped approach gave him more speed, and he began to change it and adjust it over time, and it worked. In the world of high jumping, there is before October 20th, 1968 at those Summer Olympics, and there was after that date. That year, Fosbury won the gold, stunning the crowd with what had been previously known, dubbed the Fosbury flop. Before him, no Olympic jumper had faced skyward. After him, all the world holders did exactly that. It was so different from what others had been doing for decades that it caused a hockey-shaped spike in the high jump world records, right? So I'll kind of go through what that looks like here. And I promise I will bring this back to real estate investing. My husband's giving me this look in the back like, you better turn this around, because no one in here is going to do a Fosbury flop. But here's where I'm going to turn this around for you guys. So Fosbury achieved the dream harbored by most serious athletes. He transformed the sport forever. Being good at what nobody is doing is better than being great at what everyone is doing. But being an expert in something nobody is doing is exponentially more valuable. To reap the residual results of knowledge, the first step is to leverage what others know, but the ultimate goal is to identify knowledge that is unique to you and build on it. Knowledge may open the door to opportunity, but unique knowledge produces perpetual opportunities. You gain credibility, people come to you, opportunities come to you. You gain incredible leverage when you are among the only people with that precise expertise. In other words, once you develop a reputation for knowing what no one else knows, opportunities flow to you for years. Gaining unique knowledge takes time, dedication, and effort, but invest in it once and you'll attract opportunities for the rest of your life. So I thought it was a pretty powerful message and a pretty powerful thought process. So the way that I'll bring it back to real estate And what that looks like, and I put some of the quotes in here for those of you guys who are watching it online as well, from the Tim McKeon book, Effortless, is to share with you this, and bring back to what it has to do with real estate and what it has to do with real estate investing. So I was recently at one of the projects that Bill Kennedy funded. So Bill's one of the lenders as part of Texas REIAs. And he came up to me at this build project. And it was some of the folks that have been members of the Real Estate Investor Association since about 2014. And when they first started at the Investor Association, they were doing projects for me that were $60,000 projects, $90,000 projects in terms of remodels and builds. But they had more in them, right? They had more desire in them. They had more drive in them, and they wanted to play at a higher level. And they found a lot, and they found that, man, we could really build this into something amazing. They ended up, with Bill's help, building a house that I think listed at about $5.7 million, $5.8 million, that was under contract in about 30 days or less. Yeah, and Bill came up to me. They had an open house, and they invited me to come and see it. And Bill came up to me during that open house, and he said, you know, Shanoa, we would not all be here if it were not for you and putting this association together and doing what you do. And I said, and I played it down, and I said, Bill, you know, I just throw a really good party. I just throw a really good party, and I bring together the best of the best, and I push them to maybe go a little bit further than what they want to go. So after that, Bill was sweet enough to give me this book, Effortless, and he wrote, to a remarkable lady who knows how to throw a great party. Thanks for your encouragement and leadership. And I invited Bill to come tonight because I wanted to appreciate him allowing me to be part of his journey, and all of the other folks as well. And no one works harder than Bill to fund real estate investors' deals throughout Texas. And as this Fosbury flip relates back to real estate, guys, basic knowledge is everywhere, right? There's a ton of it. You can get it anywhere. And it's not just about the knowledge. It is what you do consistently and day in and day out. And it's also about going beyond that and being part of a tribe and being part of what I call the tribal knowledge, right? Getting together with others, sharing those best practices, encouraging others, pushing others in some cases. And what I found is it's not just an additive effect when it comes to going from basic knowledge to tribal knowledge. It is really a multiplicative effect when it comes to going and growing at that level. Specifically when it comes to investing. And that's why I think over the years we've had so many people want to join our tribe, because they say it takes a tribe to grow a family. It also takes a tribe to grow a real estate investor. And you have to go beyond the basics and really grow and to create that life that you are proud of. And for us, part of our mission here at Texas REIAs is to not just share with you the basics of real estate investing, but to really open up and share with you what we call that tribal knowledge to help you guys be successful. We share with you the exact same things that we do in our own business. And we, over the years, have really created this idea and this philosophy that we just want to make money every single time the phone rings. And to be able to do that, you have to get past that basic level of knowledge. And as we go through the presentation tonight, we're going to go way past that basic level of knowledge. And we're going to share with you the same secrets that have allowed us to be multimillionaires as real estate investors. And that's having different strategies so that you can invest in every market, no matter what it throws to you. And so that you too may make it look as effortless as it can be, being with the right tribe. So thank you, Bill, for sharing that book with me. Thank you for being here tonight. Bill would certainly love to probably work with every single one of you and be of service to all of you guys as well. So thank you for joining us for the tip of the week. And also want to make sure you